Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well. I've just been writing some simple message, some small message on my timeline in regards to what has befallen the world uh, and what President Donald Trump is calling the Chinese virus. I've received a lot of criticism from a few individuals uh, about some posts that I made on my timeline in regards to uh, saying that President Trump, I'm a huge fan of President Trump. You know, President Trump is a very honest man in his actions and deeds. He's very, very, very honest. He's he's an outsider. I remember during those campaigns we were arguing about because you see me naturally I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat, and I was with Charles Bukua. Bukua was like, the Americans are going to vote Trump, and we were like, but how? How are they going to vote Trump? So we ended up having Trump as president of the United States of America, and I will tell you for a fact, the gentleman is too honest in his actions and deeds, and he's so natural, unlike most of you and possibly most of us who are not natural in every little thing that we do. Anyway, that aside, the world is in trouble. World economies uh, have been brought to their knees by the COVID-19 or coronavirus disease 2019. And by yesterday, Italy had lost about over 600 people in a space of 24 hours. That's really disheartening, I should say. Of course, no amount of words can explain what's happening now. We are all short of words. The other day, I saw the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament and the President. I hear they're going to do Sijui what and whatnot, ABCD. As we talk now, ladies and gentlemen, the world, the big boys of this world are yet to discover a cure for coronavirus. So, what we are currently going through is the prevention, avoiding handshakes, using sanitizers, washing hands, self-isolation, and so on and so forth. But there is no cure as of now. So, my dear fellow countrymen, this afternoon, I think it's an afternoon, I come before you to just add a voice onto the earlier voices by so many people, the president, and of course, the two ladies who have now won a nickname of Mama Blam, Dr. Ruth Acheng and Dr. Twine, Diana Twine. Dr. Ruth Acheng is the Minister of Health, Uganda, and then Dr. Twine is the Permanent Secretary. They've done a tremendous job in trying to save the country, Uganda, from the coronavirus disease 2019. Now, the onus is on us. The messages have been spread all over. Other notable people have come out to try to share messages or precautions to fellow countrymen and women. But I have been terribly humbled by reports coming through from different parts of the country that even with the circulars, like one that came out yesterday saying that all bars and whatnot ABCD should close, some people have continued to enjoy their drink. Somebody calls it drink. Their drink in bars, including some places in Mbale, I've been told. I'm not in Mbale currently. Including some places in Mbale and some other places around the country. I think this is not right. I think this is not right. We should take the precautionary, the preventive measures seriously. Because you see, I want to look at a situation. What would befall Uganda if if eventually our lead luck runs out, what is going to befall us? This is something that I want us to look at it and critically analyze. You see, I was watching the governor of Nairobi, Governor Mutua, alikuwa anasema ati masikini na mtajiri sisi wote tunaenda kuwapa, si ndio? It is high time that we fix our healthcare, because you see, most countries have closed their borders. Most Africans, especially those who have swindled public funds, when they fall sick, they run to India. India is now closed. When they fall sick, they go to the United States of America. United States of America has closed. So where will they go now? It's high time whoever is concerned, especially those who steal money and their relatives appreciate them and they think that they are so wealthy. By the way, I'm in Vishiende and I'm seated on stones here. I think you can see them. So my kabat is not feeling well. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if you have your relative, he has been stealing money from government, and you have access to at least whisper a word, please do tell him, tell her that, Mzee, you see what has befallen us? God has sent a signal that the possibility and chances of dying from here have so far improved. But you see, they say that health is a crown on a well man's head. The Egyptians have that saying, that health is a crown on a well man's head. No one can see it but a sick man. You get God forbid if those people who have been stealing money fall sick, what will happen? Their money will not help them. So let's fix the healthcare. Let's fix the roads, because there is some time back there is a lady who died while she was being transported to Mbale Referral Hospital to give birth. The kabajaj hit a stone and kaboom, she died. Abdallah Magambe is asking, how is life without hanging out, Mr. John? But you see, I'm not a person who goes out every day, no. Actually, I don't even take alcohol, surprisingly, my brother Abdallah. No, I don't. I hang out on Friday usually and Saturday, and that's if I've not gone to school. Abdallah, you know, I'm doing my master's at Uganda Matters University, so in Rubaga. So I travel every Friday. Actually, as soon as I leave radio, I head to Kampala. So I am not, I really don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm really affected, but of course I know most of our sisters depend on hanging out for a living. This is a fact that we should not deny. Most people are living off the nightlife, I should say. So we don't have a nightlife as we talk now. You know, there are many people who will go. I was with some friend of mine yesterday, a young lady called Zai. She was telling me that nkatobo yagala okumanya omukeruga girlfriend gwolina amubuuze coronavirus egenda ku affecting economy. Kyanakudamu onamanyi. But anyway, I felt so appalled because you see, women sometimes don't tend to fix other women's crown, which is quite absurd. For her, that was her thinking. But you see, there are also some men who don't know, who are not bothered about the impact of the coronavirus disease onto the economy, not only on Uganda, on the economy of the entire world. Because you see, if China, where most African countries are trading, are relying on to trade, is not trading, it has closed down, it means most African economies are going to collapse. Yeah. I was listening to the Governor Bank of Uganda trying to read out a statement on the impact of the coronavirus disease 2019 onto the economy, and you really feel that there's a lot of trouble. So far, they are saying that about 2.6 million or 3 or even more are going to slide back into poverty, something which we should all be worried about. And some people are saying that the preventive or cautionary measures that have been, or that the president and the Minister of Health that they're talking about are not are not worth it. Actually, the proper thing should be buying gloves and the masks for the entire population. Yeah, I think that would be the right thing. But you see, it is also expensive. That's another fact. But that would have been another measure, one of the measures. But again, it would cause havoc. Just imagine telling you that if you don't have a mask and gloves, your chances of getting the coronavirus disease, your chances of getting the disease too high. What would happen? Abantu bajja kubagana obuyondo over masks and the and uh, and gloves. But let's head to the preventive and the cautionary measures that are being put in place by the government of the Republic of Uganda. Let's not, and also, if you have symptoms, don't go for witch doctors. Tebikola. By witch doctors, tebakola. This is purely science, so we should look in that direction until when the big boys have discovered the vaccine. As of now, let's avoid the handshakes. Let's avoid unnecessary kissing. that kissing also. Yeah, let's avoid such things. Let's also self-isolate in case you have symptoms, and then contact the Ministry of Education. I think there we will be in a better position to save our country and to save humanity. But as we talk now, the situation is dire. The situation is terrible. In countries in Europe, countries like Italy have been badly hit. I was reading on some news website the other day about Iran. News coming through from Tehran. They are saying that at least every 5 minutes somebody is contracting the virus. Then by close of business yesterday, about 3,000 people had contracted the virus in Germany. So this is not good news at all. Let's be woke. Let's be conscious. People have been making fun of this virus. The other day I was reading on Facebook when somebody was saying that, can you imagine? You've been protecting yourself against HIV/AIDS, and then a virus from outside countries just comes and gets you when you don't even have a passport. So, but people are making lots of fun about the virus. But what I want to tell you is that this is very serious, extremely serious. So we should be very, very serious. Magambo Abdallah is saying that Museveni just did copy and paste from other states, so no need of praise. No. Magambo, I think you're wrong. By the way, Uganda has been on top of the game in regards to fighting some of these, including Ebola and HIV/AIDS. Really wouldn't. You see, Magambo, me, this is what I believe, that if I agree with you politically, it doesn't mean that I should. I mean, if I disagree with you politically, it doesn't mean that I should disagree with you in every little thing that you do. No. We should take this serious. Whether it's a copy and paste, if other countries have done it and it has worked. For example, China has not registered any new cases of coronavirus. Whether they are lying us or telling us the truth, but as what we know, the official statement from China is that they have not registered any new case. So it means that if they have done it and it has worked, why not us? We can also do it, and if we can copy the same and it works for us, I think that is very okay, ladies and gentlemen. So my coming live this time around is to caution you. Let's take the messages from Ministry of Health very seriously, from the head of state very, very seriously. Those of you who manage our nightlife, the bars and whatnot, ABCD, please, let's heed to the directives from the authorities, because at the end of the day, when they arrest you, you will still be in a deeper loss than possibly you are trying to avoid. Our dear landlords, we also ask of you that you've known and you are aware of what has befallen not only Uganda but the entire world. So we expect to have some positive vibe from you after the 32 days, because yeah, I know you'll be on our cases demanding for rent. But as of now, like I earlier said, about 2.6 million people are going to get back to poverty. And you know, poverty is a bastard. Uh, Maybe it can even be more. Maybe the economy will not even recover from what has befallen us. So, ladies and gentlemen, uh, we should not live in what the Baganda call kanagwera mweyo, in such a state. Chetaaga to be very, very, very cautious with life, and of course with the life of others. With the life of others. So if you know that possibly you've got signs and symptoms, please self-isolate and then call on to the Ministry of Health for further management. I'd like to thank you once again, all of you. Sam Oponya is saying that we don't have the resources to copy what China has done and has worked. Indeed, I agree with you, Sam. Because, for example, they've been disinfecting the entire of Wuhan, which is found in the province of Hubei. So we really don't have capacity to copy. I think Magambo, you've heard that. Mama, a friend, Atia, the problem with Ugandans, they politicize everything. Yeah, true. For example, like Magambo is trying to bring through politics in something very, very important. Honorable Deputy Speaker of Municipal Council, and all of you who are watching me, you should also take up the same. Let's spread the message, because you see these apps and platforms have they've turned the world into a global village. So we should really use them effectively, especially in such times. So those of you who are planning to post your nudes and whatnot, ABCD, it's high time you used your platform to at least throw some light, to at least add a voice onto those who've already spoken about the coronavirus disease 2019 that is threatening humanity. I'd like to thank all of you once again. I wish you, our kids are back home. I don't know whether it's a holiday, but whatever it is, please educate them. Make sure as parents that you buy some small books for them. Create a small library such that they don't waste away just watching cartoons, but also read something for themselves. And also, let's use the 32 days to develop the reading culture of our children, especially because they're the future of this country. Namonye Nicholas is saying that take some water, John, and show us that you are promoting also hand washing. I can do that, but by virtue that I'm using my data to educate, especially you, on my timeline, and to also inform you that you should take the preventive and cautionary measures very seriously. I think it's some energy that should be appreciated. I thank you. Have yourselves a very wonderful weekend, and be better, Ugandans. Thank you so much.